doing? I am your resident box. I am Dalah, EP, dude, box thing. How are we today? I'm feeling good. For those who don't know what's going on here, we stream every day. Try to stream a little bit earlier than this, but it usually ends up being about this time. Anytime from now basically to, or from like 5-ish hours ago to now is when we start. But yeah, also I didn't quite grab the name of who followed, but thank you very much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your time here. Today we are working on some more art. So far I've had a kind of crap connection. We jumped up to 20% lost frames in the beginning, but we've worked our way down to 7.2. So hopefully that will keep going down. It is good. And yeah, we can just, you know, do our drawy thing. Here, let me jump over here. This is the character that we're working on a little bit today. I already did some work on them. I'm sure y'all who were here yesterday will remember this character. Interesting. I'm just noticing something here. Where's the other one? I don't remember. She's supposed to have another sort of scarish tissue like this. She was previously she's a siren. So she was previously enslaved as kind of, how do you describe it? Circus act in this storyline. And had a shackle on her leg. I'm guessing. I am guessing that's where the scar is from. This is a D&D campaign and it's not my character. But as far as I know, that's where the scars are from. I think she is quite pretty, but I want to make sure to do her design justice. So yeah, this is the goal of today, minimum. And then if I can, I would like to work on some other drawings, which should move along a little bit easier, as I don't need to do, you know, the different layers of clothing and hair and all that. I can just do it all as one. It will be nice. Ooh, little stretch. Sorry. Let me just throw on my glove here for my drawing. There we go. Oh, why is that still open? Oh yeah, there's one thing I should probably do too. I don't know why my mouth isn't moving at all when I'm talking. I'll turn the sensitivity up. All the way to the bottom. Okay. Well, actually, I should turn this down. to about there. That should work a little better, right? Huh. Here we go. That should be a little better. Good work. Okay. Let me see here. Go back over this way. No, that's not what I want. Why is this happening? There we go. That should fix that problem. Right? Yeah, that should be good. There we go. Open that. And we should be good. Here, I'm gonna switch out my song. I had Backstreet Boys in my head all day, so I've been listening to it. But I think it's finally coming out, so I can switch my song out. Just making sure everything's running well. It seems to be. Perfect. Now what do I want to work on first? Right, I remember. I was working on this a little bit today, so I figure I'll just keep up what I was working on back then. I also couldn't decide if I liked few stars on the dress, but we're going to figure that out later. That's a figure out later problem. Nope. I want to make this blue. I don't like this song either. Going back to the classics. I mean, quote unquote classics. Let's see. Which one comes up first? Yeah, this one. Ain't listened to this song in a while. And as well as I'm stories that I can't explain. Say something people don't. In my mind, feels so embarrassing the phone. Once we can really all make some. I'll be honest, I did really like One Direction. I don't know if they're still like around, but I haven't like heard anything about them in a long time. I don't think they're together anymore. I feel like that was something I heard about in passing. But it's one of the bands that had a couple songs in my playlist. They're in a very quiet period in my life, let's say. I don't have a whole lot else to do. How's that? Well, we'll see about this. I might do a different pattern in gold on this, but I don't hate it. It's just it doesn't feel quite perfect. Okay. No. Yeah. Story of my life. It's not. There's another one. I forget what it's called. It's a One Direction song, but I don't remember what it was called. Weird. You go so much more. Still so beyond. Still back. You and me now. All right, let's do this. So I want this to look kind of like water. And honestly, I feel like I'm pretty good at drawing water coloring. That sounds weird. How do I properly say that? Water textures? Yeah, it's close enough. But I'm pretty okay at it. What I'm saying. Take it from me. So much more. You can look on. Yeah. Now we're just going to go up like that. Beautiful. And then okay. Right. Okay. I'll go with this guy. But we need a little bit tighter. There we go. And like that. And go like this. And go like that. And that to be a little bit there. And go like that. I don't really need this, so I can just see what I'm doing here. Perfect. I was watching, what's it called? Witch Hat Atelier? Atelier? I think that's actually how you say it. I always want to say Atelier. Today. My first experience was actually kind of funny. I wanted to look into it because I heard it had a cool magic system, and it does. I've actually taken a little bit of inspiration from its magic system for a couple of mine in my writing. Because I like the idea of sigil drawing as like a in-depth system. But my first experience with it, what I was saying, was its spinoff, actually. Because I was trying to find it, and I'm a pirate site guy. I'm a piratarian, but so the sites, the names were all in Japanese, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So I thought I found it. I was like, why is no story being explained at all? Who are these characters and why do they keep cooking? Witch Hat Atelier, I think, has a spin-off where it's literally just about cooking simple meals and talking vaguely about the magic processes in between the cooking. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I have no idea what's happening. So I just got really confused and I dropped it pretty quick. But then I learned, oh, it has a cooking spinoff. It's like, oh, that's what I was fucking reading. God damn it. Obviously this is going to need some work, but it's fine. Coffee shop. Obviously, it's going to need a little bit of work here. Very good. Something like that. That looks a little bit more right. I love main skin. So good. And then let's just see if it looks right. Yeah, it'll look right. That's our reference. All right, now we need to get this proper. First step, we need the base skin. Something like that. Good. Good. A little bit like that. Then we need another layer for this. Oop. There. Okay. About that looks kind of right. Do I even need to do a second one? Sometimes a good first draft with the way it's kind of sketchy, it's kind of, the lines aren't very good. It kind of works with water, especially running water. Then you just give it a little bit of a motion blur. It's pretty nice, right? Yeah, that's good. That will work. And we're just going to work on this one too. Nope. Not what I meant to do at all. No. That looks pretty good so far. I do want to give these little blotches a little bit of white on them. A little bit of shine. Something like that. I wonder. That'll work. That's nice. All right, that's what I wanted. And you know what? We're gonna do some work on this guy too. I think we're basically just going to do the same thing. Give it a little bit of shine, a little bit of of reflectiveness. My Persephone. Stories from Sticks. That's what I'll listen to. Peak. It's not really a musical yet. Musical concept album, I think, is the idea. Ooh. Mm. All right, anyways. Okay. Yes, this one. I'd like to start the process of making this a reflective gold surface, not just a vaguely yellow colored surface. That's not what I meant to do. We got some bots. Nice. We got 2 bots. Got truthful cohabitation and musty final. I like musty final. Honestly, I like them both. Those are both fun little names. So how I like doing this, you've probably noticed it before. If you've watched me draw a little bit, I like to do a little bit much. I like to do a little bit of darkening, and then I'm going to do a second run over of lightening. Change the world most of the time. Oh, see the problem? I'm gonna make these into like gemstones anyway, so I think it's mostly fine. My gold almost looks a little bit brassy, but it's fine. Oop. Not quite. Here. That's what we're gonna do. It'll work. All right, let's do this one. A little bit like that. Go over here. A little bit like this. You smile, designer. You smile, tone. It's really alone. I know you feel. I know the man you once adored. I know the kind of it. I know the one's been gone. The things I can't. I may understand. I'll trade our flows like objects I could use. My lives that I character on my own. No one else to bring me back to you. Tell me all if I think we are gone. Things I can't compare enough to me. like that, actually. I see what the problem is. There it is. There we go. I like that. It's pretty nice. Is that it? Oh, right. There's one more thing I wanted to do. Alright. Let's decide how we want to do this. A little bit smaller than that. I fucked up. Just a second. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to here. What if I just did this? A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay, just do this. A little bit of that. No, like that. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Do that. Do this. Hmm. I'm just merging these all into one outfit. There was about maybe 30 layers of clothing. Okay. How do I want to do this? I'm just going to do that real quick. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right. You know what? I'm going to do something a little bit different there. Where is it? There it is. All my days. Oh, nose is itchy. Oh, it's really itchy. I have a good question, actually. Do you itch or scratch? Or sorry, do you rub or scratch when you have an itch? I rub. I rub my itches. That way I don't actually cut myself or nothing. It gets the same effect. I learned that when I got I forget what it was, but it's like a cold or something that makes you really itchy. Erase that. Hmm. 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 Something like that. And then we're going to do real quick something like this. Something like that. Perfect. Go on here. Oh, no, you're coming. Hmm. And then, if I do this, we have both options. Yay! Save that. I'm going to have to send this and everything else over to my DMs after this stream, but this part is done. Here, I'm gonna just real quick, I'm gonna do something that I need to hide it. I will come right back to it, I promise. Good. Where is this thing? Where is this thing that I am looking for? That's pretty nice. Like this. Uh-huh. That is not what your feet would look like. Yeah, okay. Well, I can now come back to this. Watch out. This is another thing that I'm sure people will remember. Well, I'm sure actually nobody will remember because I don't think anybody was here while I was drawing these. Now that I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna give her heels. Heels. Ooh. Heels. Sounds a little better in my mouth. I am going to take a little break here. Drink some water. Oops. That's not what I should have done. Ooh. Got a little water on my screen here. Well, it's mostly waterproof to that sort of thing, at least. And I didn't get much water on it. Ah, come on. There. Barely reached my garbage can. Oh. Good neck crack. And yeah. So you, and then you also look like this most of the time. And then we got good old Lucas, my boy. All right. I mean, I'll be honest, we know what these people look like. I need to draw way more. I'm gonna look at my DMs for that. At the list. Where was it? Was it? So we've done... Here, you know what? I'm going to do that this way. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. All right. And then I'm also going to need... Ooh. I need the other one too. Shit. 28, 28, 28. 28, 28, 28. Don't know when the last time I was. You know what? 28. Yes. There you are. Okay, perfect. That is exactly what I'll need. Yeah, perfect. Get rid of this one. And we'll go from the top, I guess. Kristen Valence Charstia. Kristen Valence Charstia. You would be the first prince of Charstia. Let's see. What is your description? Charstia. Prince Kristen Valence Charstia, like a majority of his family members. The prince is an intelligent but impartial political figure with deep care for his people. Kristen is currently engaged to the third princess of Norstia, Julia Valu Norstia. All right, Kristen. I have no idea what you look like, honestly. Kind of know what your dad looks like, so I guess I could base it off him. Key figures. Your father is Germain Learnond Charstia. He is a kind of frailer man. I think we might give you a slightly something like this. Something like that. Let's give a couple descriptors here. 5. How tall is he? He's 5'11". No, he's shorter than that. He's 5. Eight feels right. Yeah, we'll make 5'8". Or J. No, that's not a G. Orange hair. Yellow. Eyes. Then let's give a little bit more description here. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine with just that as a description for now. Something like this. That. Perfect. he needs some kind of crown as the royal heir. Whether he has become the king or not, because I've only been asked to draw him of his entire 6-person family. So that's concerning for me. So we'll just write Kristen. Kristen Valence Garcia. Perfect. And then we need Norman Khalid Arlia the 13th. Oh, okay. He's a very old man. Talking 120. Something like that. Let me see if I can't find him again. Arlia, yes. Yeah, he's just described as the shrewd aged king of the Arlia kingdom. I do like the names that I sometimes come up with. For example, Archibalda Avalo Arlia is his second son, or, you know, there's Aprus Arval Arlia, this is one of his grandsons. Oh no! Wait a second. I'm being asked to draw his grandson, not the shrewd king. Because the shrewd king is Norman Khalid Arlia the 11th. His son is Norman Khalid Arlia the 12th. And his grandson, Norman Khalid Arlia the 13th. It's a political guest of the floor rulership. In other words, a hostage. All right. Norman grandson. I never did describe how old he was. He would probably be around 15. Around... We'll make him 13. Years. Because I don't know what they have planned for him. Sorry. I don't know what they have planned for him. So if they want to make him more childlike, I think 13 is a good time that can still be the case. But it's also 13 is an age where it's kind of like this kid's either going to be a little bit more mature, you know, kind of coming into high school, or he's going to be much more innocent, and, you know, unaware of the world. And I don't know which one the DMs in this game want to play him as. So we need a young boy. It's a little bit culturally proper in Arlia to have longer hair. Oh, he does have longer hair. Something I'm kidding. Yeah, that would work. There we go. Like that. There we go. That's our Norman. Who's next? Arvarna. Oh, Arvarna, my love. I do love you. We have direct art of what you look like to reference at the very least. Where are you, Arvarna? There you are, my lady. Here, a little bit of something to look at of her reference. This one and this one. All right, let's do it. Arvarna Norstia. She has a fun description, actually. I could give you guys that. It's one of my favorites. Her official title, Champion/Queen. Arvarna Kalu Norstia. Despite having the most number of official romantic partners, as well as 6 children, all nearly fully grown, Queen Arvarna is noted to solely rule over her nation, therefore shown as an authoritarian and ruling with an iron fist, but also successful and perceived well. Sorry. Authoritarian regime ruling with an iron fist. Seen as a sorry. Authoritarian regime ruling with an iron fist, but also seen as a successful reign and perceived well by her people. She is recorded as having personally killed all 16 male heirs to the throne of Norstia and their supporters, which turned Norstia from once a completely patriarchal succession into a matriarchal society. She is widely regarded as the 6th greatest warrior within the autonomous zone. That is her description. She's one of my favorites. Oh, I do love her daughter, though. Nesenya Halu Norstia, appointed heir of Norstia with the name of Nalu. Nesenya Halu Norstia is, alright, it's Halu, which basically means heir. Is regarded as an unopposed successor of her mother and virtually a perfect imitation. She was acknowledged by all as the heirs, members of court, and appointed heir by her mother following her first battle, in which she slayed the king of Falgar at the time at just 15 years of age, bringing his head to her mother personally. She appears dominating but caring for her family and people, especially eager to please her mother, Queen Arvarna Kalu Norstia. She is definitely one of my favorites. I like this whole family line, actually, of Norstia. All right. I remember I had an in-depth description on her. Maybe not. I don't think I do. I want to go Agos, not Parmos. Goodness. Yeah, she wields her spear and a sword. My life, yes, yes, 'cause I need to know. I'm gonna be so wrong. Don't you know you won't come on? I'm gonna be so wrong. I'm weary anyway. We have gone. Let's do that. There we go. Just like that. What is the symbol again? Is it the 3 spears or is it? Oh no, it's the grapevine. Right. You're the child of somebody else. Oh. Like that. And I need the, what is the, it's like a crown, but it like looks like tree branch or like twigs, like plant. That's absolutely what the crown looks like. Crown of thorns. Yes. This would work, maybe. Yeah, you know what? The crown of thorns will work as some reference for this, but interesting. I think I might move that over actually. How many pages? 20 pages? Yeah, I'll move that over, reduce it down to 18, then I can share it. Cool. Okay. I want to draw our face. I think that's what we'll spend our next little bit doing. Oh. Actual face shape. It's not great. There we go. By the way, these are probably going to be the next few art pieces because I need these done by next week. And there's about... oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 20 characters designs here that I would like to draw. This is going to be my next week. Should keep me well distracted. I'll probably, play some actual games in there, but for the next week, my focus will be art. Fuck. There we go. Yeah, well, that happens. Uh, mm. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a quick look at our reference. Well, big nose, I think. Ooh, taller, longer. But what's the word for elongated upwards? Because it's not higher, it's not wider, it's not elongated. Is the only thing I can think of. Oh, interesting. Also, welcome in. I am also doing OC work, I suppose. This is Lady Avarna. Is queen character in D&D campaign, who I am doing art for. We're probably not going too much longer, by the way, just so you know. But oh, careful, we'll go. Bring these up like so. So how are you doing today, Mai? Hopefully well. Hopefully the arting is going good. Good. I am glad that you are doing good. The 3D modeling. Oh. That is a whole task. I've looked into a little bit of Blender stuff, but oof. 3D modeling as a whole is just something else. V-Roid? Nice. Yeah, the only one I have is Blender. That's just because it's free. Yeah, I just like making stuff hard for myself. I don't know. Changing up this hair a little bit. So can scale the snow unless you show no when you look to so one more thing get to the court when it's so big that demons so this one more thing so There we go. Obviously, this is a quite bad, draft. But it is, again, a draft. It's the basic look of her face that I'm getting. So that I can do another draft and get it right. But I'll probably do that off stream. Because we are coming close to my cutoff time. Not quite there yet, but coming close. I'll probably end up working on finishing this design tonight. I think that's something I want to do. That and catching up with Witch Hat Atelier. My bad. Oh, little stretch. Oh, a little bit of water. If you're here, drink. Good water. There we go. Look at that. That's nice. It's a little better, at the very least. Not quite that large, but does have nice muscular arms. Yeah, we'll need some work, obviously. I'll show it off either tomorrow or another day. Oh yeah, speaking of showing stuff off tomorrow or another day. No, I finished that last night. On stream, I believe. Meh, it's whatever. We are going to, I think, finish around here, though. I'm going to work on that off stream. And yeah. I have some stuff I'm going to need to do there. Good. Yeah, all seems right. A little stretch. And let's see who we might raid. If we're going to raid. I don't know that we will, but we might. Oh my. You're an interesting person, but we are going to, I think, be raiding the Magna. We're going to raid the Magna again, but I hope you all show your support, and I hope you all had a good time. Thank you very much for your supporting me. I appreciate that. And if you enjoyed your time here and you want to hang again, we stream every day. There's a follow button right there. No, not Magna button, Magna Tempest. There's probably a Magna button out there. I don't know though. Lacking words. So I'm just going to go right to my script. But finally, to all my cardboard crusaders, my Boxy family, and my lovely legionnaires, good time zone. See you tomorrow. Stay comfy. And as we must say at the end of our day, goodbye.